When I first saw the previews for Haunted Swing, I was actually making fun of it. And I was thinking, there's no way that they can pull this off. They can't really make a story out of the Haunted Swing. And then I heard casting calls, and I thought, wow, they must have a script together. And so I went to the auditions just to, try out my skills as an actor. So that's what really got me hooked was the acting opportunity. I learned a lot about teamwork, for one thing, and working together with people. I learned a lot about my own attitude on the set. I know that the director has a lot to do with setting a pace and setting kind of the feel of the set, and I learned that by interacting with the other actors around me and the director, and that there's kind of a unity when you're on set, and how you all work together to accomplish this specific task. Something I learned about acting was you really have to commit to your emotions. It was really hard sometimes to dedicate yourself to a particular scene where you maybe not have been there before, but to jump in and bring back the feelings and commit to your emotions was one thing that I learned that has to happen to really pull off a scene. We went out one night to go film a scene that didn't actually end up being in the movie. We kind of avoided that section because it didn't really work out. We went out one night in a blizzard, pretty much, to go and film this scene where my character Josh, where he goes crazy, his fiance goes missing, and while we were out there, the snow started coming down and people were freezing their tails off. There were times where I was rubbing girls' feet because they were so cold. Or hands, and people were just freezing their tails off. My hair was completely frozen, but it was really fun getting to work out in the elements, and it's just something you look back on and kind of laugh about. But that was really fun. One of the final scenes we filmed, I was actually not involved in the same shoot. I wasn't involved in the same shoot as the character I was acting with in that scene, if that makes sense. And so I was yelling at an imaginary person, or I was yelling at one of the hands on set, and then they were splashing apple juice on me when it was supposed to be gasoline, and I thought it was really, really hilarious. But it's hard to keep from laughing when you're supposed to keep in a serious moment because it was supposed to be gasoline, so I'm supposed to be freaking out, but it's apple juice, and so that was really funny. The funniest part for me was going out and filming the part where my character Josh goes crazy, and he's running around trying to find Rachel, and we were filming a part where he gets hit in the face with a big branch and falls over into the snow, and the director Dallin, Nead, he was out there with me, getting all the different angles and such, but I had to fall in the snow on my face over and over and over. And it was pretty funny to me because I've never been that cold in my entire life. My brain was just freezing, but just having to commit to a scene over and over and hearing the phrase just one more, hearing that all the time, and just having to redo the scenes, over again. But it was pretty funny. You really have to have a lot of endurance when you're acting. I didn't really realize how much time and effort goes into film acting or into making a film, and so being there on set for hours and hours when you're the scene that is going to be made is only a couple minutes. I mean, it takes a lot of endurance physically, but also when you're investing so much emotion, it really wears you out, and so it was really hard to keep that elevated feeling as you're acting and completing the scene. Did that answer your question?
Yeah.